The 2025 Miss USA pageant has officially crowned its new queen, but it didn't happen without drama, controversy, and a wave of internal change that has rocked the pageant world to its core. On Friday night, October 24th at the Grand Sierra Resort in Reno, Nevada, Miss Nebraska, Audrey Eckert, was officially crowned Miss USA 2025. But this was no ordinary coronation. For the first time in recent memory, the reigning Miss USA, Alma Cooper, was absent from the ceremony and chose not to return to pass on her crown. That, combined with a leadership overhaul and a brewing legal battle, has turned this year's Miss USA competition into one of the most headline-grabbing events in the organization's history. Welcome back to America Today, where we bring you breaking stories from across the country. From politics and sports to entertainment and cultural events. Always verified, always sharp. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a major update like this one. Let's dive into what happened and why it matters far beyond pageants. Audrey Eckert, the new title holder, was crowned by Miss Universe 2024, Victoria Kyatilbi. And that moment, while joyful for Eckert, also marked the absence of Alma Cooper, the outgoing Miss USA who should have been there to honor the transition. Just hours before the pageant began, Cooper took to Instagram with a post that left the pageant world stunned. She announced that she would not attend the ceremony, citing a personal decision to step away in alignment with her values, work, and resolve. She wrote, "After much consideration, I've made the extremely difficult decision not to attend this year's Miss USA pageant and crowning ceremony to instead stand in honor of my values." She added that she would close this chapter with integrity and her self-worth held high. "Just like the crown I was honored to wear." That statement echoed a larger sentiment that's been rippling through the pageant world for over a year, that title holders, winners, and even staffers have felt disrespected, unheard, and in some cases, allegedly exploited by the organization's leadership. This brings us to the bigger picture. In September, the Miss USA organization underwent a major leadership shakeup. Former pageant coach and judge Thom Brodeur took over as chairman, president, and CEO, replacing Laylah Rose, who had led the organization since 2023. That transition was not smooth. In fact, it sparked a public back and forth, with Rose initially disputing Brodeur's claim to leadership. But within days, the Miss Universe organization, which owns both Miss USA and Miss Teen USA, confirmed in a press release that Brodeur was the new leader. At first glance, this might seem like a simple case of a new CEO stepping in, but the history is much deeper and more troubling. Let's rewind to 2024. Alma Cooper wasn't even the originally crowned Miss USA that year. That title first went to Noelia Voigt, who shocked the public by resigning her crown just months into her reign, citing a need to protect her mental health. Not long after, Miss Teen USA 2023, Uma Sofia Srivastava, did the same. She released a statement saying her personal values no longer fully align with the direction of the organization. And it didn't stop there. Around the same time, the social media director for Miss USA resigned, accusing the organization of failing to support her role and claiming she witnessed inappropriate treatment of title holders. Her public statement included the line, "I disavow workplace toxicity and bullying of any kind." So when Alma Cooper decided not to return for her final crowning ceremony this week, many saw it not as an isolated choice, but as part of a growing pattern. A silent protest that said, "Enough is enough." If you're following the story, let us know in the comments. Do you think Cooper made the right decision? Would you have done the same? Now, under Thom Brodeur's leadership, the organization is promising reform. Brodeur has openly stated that he is working through contract changes to give winners more freedoms, especially regarding the restrictive NDAs that prevented past title holders from speaking publicly about their experiences. "There was some pretty egregious NDA language," Brodeur said in an interview. "If you have nothing to hide, there's no reason to hide." That transparency appears to be a direct response to the fallout from Voigt and Srivastava's resignations. But the legal drama doesn't stop there. According to Business Insider, the Miss Universe organization is now taking legal action against VVV Global Entertainment, the company owned by ousted CEO Laylah Rose. The lawsuit claims that VVV failed to pay Alma Cooper the full $100,000 prize salary she was promised, and also didn't provide the full scholarship money to Miss Teen USA 2024 Addie Carver and Uma Sophia Srivastava. Rose has denied many of the allegations, and the legal case is ongoing. Still, former title holder Noelia Voigt told Business Insider that she felt vindicated after news of the lawsuit broke. "The facade is crumbling big time," she said. So where does that leave us? Well, the pageant world is clearly in a period of reckoning. What was once seen as a glamorous, aspirational world of crowns and gowns is now being examined for its culture, its leadership practices, and how it treats the very women it claims to celebrate. Yet amid the upheaval, the show went on, and a new queen was crowned. Audrey Eckert now holds the Miss USA 2025 title, and her reign begins at a time of major transformation. All eyes will be on her, not just for how she represents the country on stage, but for how she navigates a system still healing from years of controversy. Will she be the face of a new, more transparent era? Or will the shadows of past mismanagement continue to cloud the crown? Only time will tell. If you're still with us, make sure to like this video if you found it informative. And if you care about truth in entertainment, power dynamics, and women's voices being heard, definitely subscribe to America Today. We cover these moments with clarity and integrity, every single day. Thanks for watching. We'll keep following the story and updating you as legal proceedings and reforms unfold. Until then, stay tuned and stay informed.